friends! It's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul from one of my favorite places to get used books, Goodwill. So I have two really good Goodwills that are about 30 minutes away from my house, and they actually have book stores inside the Goodwill. Where they send all the really good books, and they actually have a woman at one of them, and then there's a man at the other one, who actually, that is their job, and they actually separate the books by genre and alphabetical order. So they'll have, romantic suspense, YA, romance, Western, and so forth, which is awesome. And so, I picked up 4 books, and one of them, I think I might have already read it, but it was a hardback, and I just had to pick it up because I didn't own it. I think I read it from the library, and it's been quite a while ago. So, it is Lone Wolf by Jodi Picoult. And I love Jodi Picoult. I've read all of her books. They're so good. So this one is about, let's see, Luke Warren. It says, in the wild, when a wolf knows its time is over, when it knows it is of no more use to its pack, it may sometimes choose to slip away. Dying apart from its family, it stays proud and true to its nature. Humans aren't so lucky. Luke Warren has spent his life researching wolves. He has written about them, studied their habits extensively, and even lived with them for extended periods of time. In many ways, Luke understands wolf dynamics better than those of his own family. His wife, Georgie, has left him, finally giving up on their lonely marriage. His son, Edward, 24, fled 6 years ago, leaving behind a shattered relationship with his father. Edward understands that some things cannot be fixed, though memories of his domineering father still inflict pain. Then comes a frantic phone call. Luke has been gravely injured in a car accident with Edward's younger sister, Kara. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I've read this. Like I said, I've read all of Jodi Picoult's books, but I don't remember it because it's been quite a few years ago. So I picked that one up. And then I picked this one up because I have, this book that I haven't read yet. I got it from the library. The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. So I have that one. And so when I was at Goodwill, I seen this one, The Perfect Neighbors by Sarah Pekkanen. And I'm assuming that's the same person, right? I would think so. So this one is about, let's see, how well do you ever really know the family next door? Bucolic Newport Cove, where spontaneous block parties occur on balmy nights and all the streets are named for flowers, is proud of being named one of the top 20 safest neighborhoods in the United States. It's also one of the most secret-filled. Kelly, Susan, and Gigi are longtime residents and close friends. But behind closed doors, each woman is hiding something. Kelly has just returned to work after a decade at home. She finds herself relishing the attention of her very handsome, very married male colleague. Susan is a single mom and a small business owner, but late at night, she's stalking her ex-husband and his new girlfriend. Gigi is poised to become the perfect politician's wife, except she has skeletons in her closet which are in danger of being brought into the light now that her husband is running for Congress. Then, a new family moves into the neighborhood. Tessa seems friendly enough to the other mothers, if a bit reserved. But when no one is ever invited to Tessa's house, it becomes clear she is hiding the biggest secret of all. I thought that that sounded pretty good. And like I said, I recognized the name. I never read anything by her. So I picked that one up. And then I picked up this one called Allie and Bee, and it's by Catherine Ryan Hyde. And I have to say the cover on this one grabbed me. Do you do that? Do you pick up books by because of the cover? I definitely do. And this one is about Allie and Bee, of course. It says, Bee has barely been scraping by since her husband died. After falling for a telephone scam, she loses everything and is forced to abandon her trailer. With only 2/3 of a tank in her old van, she heads toward the Pacific Ocean with her cat, on a mission to reclaim what's rightfully hers, even if it means making others pay for what she lost. When 15-year-old Allie's parents are jailed for tax fraud, she's sent to a group home. But when her life is threatened by another resident, she knows she has to get out. She escapes only to find she has nowhere to go, until fate throws Allie in Bee's path. Reluctant to trust each other, much less become friends, the two warily make their way up the Pacific coast. Yet, as their hearts open to friendship and love from the strangers they meet on their journey, they find the courage to forge their own unique family and begin to see an imperfect world with new eyes. I thought that sounded good. Sounds sweet, you know. Because I have to say, I just finished Verity by Colleen Hoover. In fact, I just did a video about it. So go check that out. And I tend to gravitate towards this kind of book, sweet, after I read something like Verity, which was twisted and creepy and mess with my mind. Yeah, so I tend to need a palate cleanser, if you will. So I picked this up. I thought that looked pretty good. And then the next one I picked up was Goodbye Little Rock and Roller by Marshall Chapman. And this one definitely is something different than I normally would pick up, but the cover grabbed me. I just realized they're naked. So this one says, raised a debutante in Spartansburg, South Carolina, singer-songwriter Marshall Chapman became a rocker at a time when women didn't pick up electric guitars. She is a living example, one reviewer wrote, of the triumph of rock and roll over good breeding. Goodbye Little Rock and Roller uses 12 of Chapman's most, I don't know how to say this word, resonant songs as launching pads for stories that takes us where she's been and reveal what went through her mind while she was traveling there. From New Year's Eve in 1978, when Jerry Lee Lewis gave Chapman advice on how to live life, to the time her black maid, Cora Jeter, took the 7-year-old to see Elvis, this book looks back on intimate rock and roll moments and memories of a South Carolina girlhood. I don't know if this is a memoir. I don't know. Have you read this? I don't know. Now that I read the back, I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't really sound like something I'd like. But I did pick it up. So, do you do that when you go and you get books to the cover grab you, and sometimes you don't even read the back? You're just like, oh yeah, that looks good. It's cheap. Yeah, I'll take it. Guilty. So that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. Also, if you did not know, I have another YouTube channel called Read Along with Aunt Ninny, and I read children's books over there. I have over 650 videos, so I'll leave a link for that channel in the description box below. That's all I have for today, friends. I'll see you next time.